Well, hello everyone. Welcome to the Final Assessment, a podcast about evil. I'm Jean.
I'm Victoria.
Today we're starting Hot and Heavy Season 3, Episode 1, The Demon of Death.
I know, this is a good season, and we're in our new studio.
Yeah, a lot of excitement.
Yes.
Trying to pick up where we ended last season.
Yes.
With David, or Kristen crying on David's shoulder. My thoughts as I were watching the last moments of last season, I'm like, let's talk about everything wrong with picking this precise moment to let it be fucking.
Yeah, I mean, that was pretty bad.
I mean, okay, hey, he's been officially a priest for less than a day.
Yep.
You just confessed to murder.
Yes.
And thinking about a second murder.
Yes.
And now you know what? I'm horny.
I mean, I guess that's what all that murdering does to you.
I guess it does, man.
I mean, you get murdered, or you make murder, and then you just, all that adrenaline's pumping, and then I guess the horny kicked in.
I guess so. So they break away. Tristan, like, oh, we shouldn't be doing this. This is wrong. Kristen breaks away. She goes running into the church in the night with her titties out. Well, I mean, her titties aren't out. She's in a
She
bra.
had to put her shirt back on.
She's in a bra. She's going to scandalize everybody she runs around. And then David's like flinging things. David's got blue balls now, and he's praying. He's like, oh my God, help. And then next thing you know, knock on the door. Kristen's back, and she's like, let's go ahead and fuck. And she's a little more assertive than that. She's like, well, David says to God in this moment, this is not the help I was asking for.
Yes.
But God does work in mysterious ways, right?
Yes, he does.
Just not here. So Kristen's like, I am not going to leave until you fuck me. And David's like, okay, but just this once.
It's like, okay, but just once. I got to get you out of my room.
And then don't forget, I'm doing you a solid here.
Yeah.
So Kristen's at home the next morning. Kids pounding on the door. What's going on with Lexus, right? What did Lexus do? What's going on with Lexus?
It's always Lexus.
Kristen is explaining to the kids. Basically, Leland Townsend's out to get us.
Yes.
This is war. This is like a holy war. This is like her jihad speech. She's like, this is a war. If he approaches, tell somebody right away. Point and laugh, do whatever.
Call me.
Me.
Just get away from him.
No, I said point and laugh. I said that as a joke, but honestly, like Kristen did that in the first season, just pointed and laughed at him, and that seemed to work really well.
Yeah. He has, issues.
He's got issues. He's not secure in his masculinity.
No, he's not secure in any form, masculinity or not.
But Lexa says she might have something. Okay, this is the beginning of one of my favorite arcs. Little subplots that they have going on.
Daffodil.
Yes. Well, yeah, this is Daffodil. So Lexus gets in it. This is the moment, which we'll see going forward. Lexus gets it in her head, and she's going to take matters into her own hands.
Yes.
Nobody knows what Daffodil means. I went back last season. I was like, this whole Daffodil thing is strange because with Sheryl it seems to be pointless because she's just going to do what she wants to do anyway. But we're back to Daffodil again. It's apparently not having an effect on the kids at all.
Nope.
So we're still not clear on what the point of the word is. They are Ben and David. They're in this big, it looks like a repurposed hockey rink. Is it, or is it just a big...
No, that's what it looks like. I mean, it almost looks like an indoor football stadium, but without all the grass and stuff.
Yeah.
It's huge and white and very... I mean, the appearance...
Cold.
Yeah, the appearance makes it look like pristine.
Yeah. Well, it's got to be because they're doing an experiment here.
Yes.
The experiment is, they have this airtight sarcophagus. And what they're going to do is they get somebody that's about to die. They're going to put him in this thing. So what they will do is they'll take measurements of the weight inside this sarcophagus, right?
Yes.
So that, when a person dies, you generally poop and pee and you expel breath and stuff. But they're saying, but we're going to get all that. None of that's going to leave this airtight container. So if there's any change in the weight after death, she keeps the doctor that's in charge of the experiment. It's like, well, that's, because David obviously wants to call it the soul.
Yes.
And she's like, no, it's the consciousness.
Yes.
Consciousness. I'm like, okay, we're just talking about, we're using the same word for two different things. I mean, I know Dave would probably disagree with that, but we kind of are.
Yeah.
Right. So they go back to 21 grams at the McDougall experiment in 1926. Of course, if you, when they're explaining this Haldeman Sr. and they explain the McDougall experiment, you might remember this movie. I want to say it's about 20 years old, probably 25 years old now, 21 grams.
Yeah, it's probably about that.
Yeah. I had not thought about that movie in years, and then I saw this episode. So, okay, the doctor in charge of the experiment, right? She doesn't want any money.
Nope.
Doesn't want anything. She just wants people getting ready to die.
Yep, that's all she wants.
Then Leland shows up, of course. Everybody's like, what the fuck is this clown doing here? Nobody wants him here.
I mean, I think we're all thinking the same thing about Leland. Are you about to die?
Put him in the sarcophagus. Yeah.
Yeah.
But we have a priest. This priest who we will come to know, Father Ignatius or Brother Ignatius, Father Ignatius. Father Ignatius. Okay. He's the guy. He's getting ready to die, so they're going to use him. In the meantime, Leela is okay. We're going back and forth. We went back and forth about it last season. We're going back and forth about it quite a few times this season, where talking about Leland's got to be there for liability purposes. Even though before he showed up, there was no indication that they would need this. I mean, I know the church needs liability coverage, but why?
Not him.
Why would you have a shrink there? Why wouldn't you have a lawyer there?
Yeah, I mean, that always made me think, like, why would Leland be good for that?
Right.
He's going to be the one to cause it.
I mean, and again, I go back to, okay, I understand that forgiveness is an essential component of successfully practicing Christianity. I get all that. Okay. But this is a person, by his own admission, voluntarily, to the extent that such a thing actually exists, voluntarily sold his soul, made a deal with the devil.
Yeah.
And he's been, quote unquote, exorcised. So, best case scenario, even if you believe him, he has been rid of the devil for 2 weeks at this point. Why is he running anything? Why don't you, most people, as a person that was raised Catholic, I know this, you have to go through education classes to like get confirmed and things like that. It's quite a process. It's not, so maybe make him do all that before you put him in charge of this fucking program.
Yeah, I mean, I would think you'd have to go through something. Because, I mean, yeah, you were just exorcised, so it's not like you just...
And it's not like you were a priest or something before you were exorcised.
Yeah.
You were an avowed theistic Satanist.
Yeah. So why is he doing anything for the Catholic Church? They think they have problems now.
We're going to open this can of worms, gets cranked all the way fucking open this season with
because his liability, like
just the shadiness of some of the people working that claim to be working for the Vatican, and
I mean, this season is crazy with that.
Yes,
like
this season is full on Illuminatus, like crazy X-Files.
You can be a friend of the Vatican, really.
A friend of the Vatican.
Let me just see Vatican City and go home.
We'll talk about the friend of the Vatican. So Kristen appears now. She busts into this meeting and she bellies right on up to Leland, and he's like, "Can I have a couple of inches here?" And she shakes out this piece of paper. It's a restraining order.
She's like, "You have been served, motherfucker."
And she's like, "Look, he's hanging out with my kids," and
she has a picture of his hand on Lexi's arm at school,
and
that her other daughter took.
Yes, I love this because Chris is like, well, I guess it's a good thing the Catholic Church has no issues with older men touching children.
Yeah, it was great. I mean, I had to pause and laugh because I forgot all about that line, but I paused and laughed because that was great. But
again, now, obviously, I'm talking about realism and stuff aside, but again, it's a legitimate point the Catholic Church has been... I'm not going to... I could get into this. It's not a problem exclusive to the Catholic Church. But the Catholic Church, because of the way that the media works, the Catholic Church has become beleaguered, tainted with the actions of a lot of its priests, a lot of its bishops and stuff, and refusing to deal forthrightly to protect children from sexual predators.
Well, to deal with them, I mean, the only way they deal with them is just they ship them off to a different church.
Right. And so this was a thing that the Catholic Church did for a long time. So you would think that they would be very sensitive about people doing weird things with kids. I mean, you would think they'd be like, oh, yeah. And Monsignor, to his credit, here, they backpedal later, here he shuffles Leland. He's like, oh, yeah, we gotta, Leland, let's go talk. And Ben is on this organ going, dun, dun, dun. You know, it's
great.
Yeah. This is where Ben starts giving I think Ben has suspicions about David and Kristen. He starts giving them looks.
Yeah, some really weird looks.
So Father Ignatius, David's going to hear his confession.
Yes, love him. He's got humor and he doesn't even try.
He's got that face.
Yes, he does.
Monsignor, we will learn his name is Matthew, or Matt. Everybody calls him Matt. He's telling Ignatius, he's like, this is going to be a lonely death because you're just going to be cut off. They will be able to talk to each other and see each other, but through like cameras and stuff. But this is where Ignatius confides it. You know, celibacy has been very difficult for him, and David's like, it's hard on everyone, sir. I'm like, David, how would you know?
Yeah, you just got your dick wet last night, dude.
I mean, it is literally, I mean, like literally not even 24 hours and you've already been I mean, come now.
And you're trying to tell people it's okay. It's hard on hard on all of us. Like, hey, you don't know how hard it is. I mean, and you were engaged before you actually decided to become a priest. Like, so you're getting it all the time.
Right. He has been like on his way to being a priest for 5 years. He maybe fucked Krista last night. But he was having sex other times.
He had sex with his fiance's sister last season.
This man does not know if celibacy is hard or not.
No.
He's never even tried.
I mean, and he had a sex addiction.
Yeah, David, please shut the fuck up. You do not. This man has actually not fucked anybody in like 50 years.
At least,
if ever.
I mean, he might have been. He might have been a virgin when he went into the priesthood, and boom, you're staying that way now.
Well, we'll find out. I mean, we don't know if he was a virgin or not, but his problem with celibacy is also compounded by the fact that we find out later that he's attracted to at least one man.
Yes.
But he does confess also that he's never really felt God's love.
Yes.
This kind of, we will look back on this during some conversations that David has with Sister Andrea later about the difference between the way she's treated by the church versus the way he's treated, and then her confidence in her faith, and just in general versus this. But we'll get to it when we get to it. Lexus, in the meantime, there's this little game on the computer called Bumblebee Valley. I love every moment of the Bumblebee Valley arc.
Have you ever looked to see if that game exists?
I don't think it does. I think it's what's this game that they used to have? Not Wizard 101, but it was stuff like that. Like they had Wizard 101. They had a bunch of little games like that.
I remember.
It's something like that where you just everybody goes on. It's a kids game. There's not like anything happening. Everybody's so Lexus gets on. Linda the lizard, and she meets Polly the pig, who seems kind of strange for a child, a 12-year-old who also kind of should be like 12, right? And
with glasses. Yeah. The pig kind of. Yeah, he looks like Leland.
It is Leland. So they're taking Ignatius. They take Ignatius to the facility. They're rushing because this guy, he's getting ready to go.
Yeah, they say he's got like 24 hours or something.
Maybe. So they're giving him, everybody's going to do their goodbyes. They're giving him his last rites. And he's like, I don't want to die.
You kind of don't have a choice.
This is not, unfortunately, it is not up to you, sadly.
Yeah.
My thoughts were, okay, so they do have a microphone and a camera. Inside. So he can talk with Monsignor. Well, my thought was like, you know what? I would like to think that if there was an experiment like that, I was like, you know what? I'll contribute to science or whatever, but I'll be like, you got to let me see the sky.
Oh,
like a hole in the roof or something. You know?
Yeah.
But anyway, I mean, this is a terrible way. Like, no matter how you die, like the mechanics of your death, like being like in this little thing that you can't
almost
touch
it's almost like
he's already in the coffin.
Yeah, it's like a double coffin, but the sides are glass, and he can talk in it. There's a microphone in it. But yeah, I mean, it's very, I would think, one, it'd be disorienting, but two, it's very, it's plain. It's like, I can't think of the word for it.
Yeah, I think Matthew said it first, it's a lonely death. I think, to the extent, I mean, all death is lonely, but to the extent that people can have loved ones with them or whatever, like if Matthew had been able to touch him,
yes,
things would have been different. So they get him in there. He's clearly getting ready to go. We're starting to get glitches on the cameras and the mic. Not Monsignor is starting to tear up a little bit.
Yeah.
It appears, according to their equipment, he's dead, but he's lost 24 grams.
Yes.
But then he comes back. Not quite dead.
There's like an electrical issue, some lights blow, and then all the lights come back up, and he's like, hey, what happened?
But he still weighs 24 grams less.
Yes.
So they're like, what's this mean? Does he now have a soul?
Soulless.
Soulless. Okay. I'm loving this episode. And oh, God. Yeah, Andy's back. But nobody's...
So useless.
So useless. I mean, really, he's going to be gone for most of the season.
Yeah, I mean, Kristen doesn't need a husband. She's doing fine by herself.
Fine, yeah. Okay. Let's talk about this scene. So he's like, nobody's answering the door. So he goes around back to the garage, the office shed thing, where Sheryl is. And she's listening to Jim Croce, which is so funny. Like, what kind of song? This is a sad song. Like, this is a song you play when you want to feel bad, like you're sad. I just got to make myself cry or something. Like, this song is so sad. But she's laying there in the bed, and he's like, Sheryl? And then there's like this weird demon thing in the corner. Okay, what the fuck was getting ready to happen?
I don't know, but I laughed my ass off about it. I'm not sure if the demon was there for some pleasure.
Okay, so for
a good time, call Sheryl.
For the first time I saw this, I thought, like, she's just trying to relax with the saddest Jim Croce song in the world. And the demon's like her guard. But then I was like, maybe at this time I was like, is he there for fucking? And then like later on in a few episodes, we were like, okay, she has talked about dating demons and stuff before, but I feel very confident. I'm starting to rethink, did she mean that A, metaphorically? And B, okay, maybe she knows the thing is a demon, but she doesn't see it as a demon. Then why does Andy see it as a demon?
I don't know. I would think Sheryl would see it as a demon before Andy would, number one. And number two, she has dated a demon. She dated Leland.
But she talked to Leland about dating demons beforehand.
Oh.
But she doesn't, I don't think she's actually attracted to demons in their demon form. Like, she would not get it on with George.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't think anybody's getting it on with George. He's a little creepy.
George is funny.
I mean if there's a creepy Georgette, I'm sure she's going for
Ben's friend. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just weird. But yeah, I've wondered that too, because the way she talked to Leland when she first met him.
Yeah, I don't know. We will never know. We will never know.
Yeah.
Even in the end, we will never know what the fuck Cheryl's whole deal was.
Yeah.
Okay, so it was very funny because Andy sees Sheryl and he sees a demon. He's like, oh, okay, goodbye. I'm going back into the house.
He goes to close the door and falls. And one of the girls opens the back door. She's like, Dad, what's going on?
Go back with all this stuff with the Monsignor and Father Ignatius. He's very hungry. He smacks Monsignor a big old smack on the cheeks, a kiss.
Yeah.
So we're like, oh, okay. They like each other. Well, he likes him. I think it's we know by the end of the episode that it was a mutual feeling. Everybody else is hanging out with Andy at home, except for Lexus. She's still playing her game
upstairs.
Lilac comes up and is bothering her about it. So this is where we find out Lexus knows it's Leland.
Yes, she does. Smart girl.
She's very smart. She's going to play stupid though. Because she wants to figure out what it is he wants.
Yes. And she knows it's Leland. He keeps asking her a bunch of questions about her mom.
Yes.
Is your mom mean?
Yes. And she's like, he doesn't talk like a girl. Like, it's really obvious. Yeah.
Yeah.
But, in the meantime, downstairs, there's a lot of tension between Andy and Sheryl, as usual. And he's like, you have got to get out of my house. I do not like you and your weird voodoo dolls.
Yeah, he tells her, you have a week to leave.
We'll see. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
She goes in. She starts praying. She starts praying to Eddie.
Yes.
Little Eddie doll. And she says, stop this goddamn motherfucking cocksucking piece of shit. I don't know if she was talking about Andy or Leland.
Okay. I mean, it goes for both.
It does go for both.
So, Leland a little bit more, but Andy is he is so non-essential in the show. He is the most non-essential person of the show.
It's so funny because Kristen has, even from the outset, even though we see her kind of change a lot, she's always had like this strong personality.
Yes.
Like, how did she end up with this like marshmallow soup?
I know. Like, she has had to have been carrying him around on her back forever because he is just so like, I don't know, and she just gives in to everything with him. And I think it's just she doesn't want him around.
I think that's, I think
he's more trouble than it's worth.
He definitely is. So David's having trouble sleeping, and Kristen, quote unquote, crawls into bed with him. Obviously, it's not Kristen. She's got a forked tongue and everything. David's like, "Why did you get your tongue forked?" I'm like, "Dude, it's not Kristen." David, does becoming a priest make you stupid? David, it's not Kristen. But like, it doesn't. None of it makes sense. This is it's a fucking succubus, David.
Here to suck on you.
Here to suck on you. Okay, so anyway, speaking of marshmallow soup, Andy agrees he's going to sell the business and he's going to be at home full time. And he's like, but I have one thing I'm asking for. I want your mother gone.
Yeah.
Kristen's like, okay, whatever. Because if you're going to be here, I don't need the free babysitter.
Yeah, I mean, got you. And of course, she wants more money for the business because he totally went under what he should have, I think.
He did, and we'll see them going through bills and stuff, trying to figure out how much money he would have to get. And
yep. Well, because they also need another room and bathroom.
They do, because they have 4 girls.
And 1 bathroom.
And 1 bathroom. That's a nightmare.
Yes.
It's bad. So, okay, back with Ignatius. He's got a weird, I guess you call it a death experience, because he did die and he came back. But he says he remembers there's this room and there's people with these long arms
reaching for him.
But he remembers he was reaching out, but he could hear Matt's voice, and then he felt Matt's hand on his back, and he turned around, and he was alive.
Yes.
Like, okay, that's...
You just had a near-death experience about your boyfriend, and...
I think they're official.
Is that how it goes?
I don't think it's official. Well, but we know it's not official because it's something they say later. Okay, but they're, Ben and Kristen are going with Monsignor. So his cancer, Ignatius had cancer.
It was a very rare form of cancer too.
Yes, and like so everything's like it looks like he's going into remission, and David's like, it's a miracle. But Monsignor's like, but it's more than that because he was a totally different person before. He was very serious. He was very quiet, and now he's like a goofball.
Yes.
So they're like, we're going to do the experiment again, but this time with a dying nun. And the dying nun that they choose is Mac's mother from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I'm half expecting her while she's laying in the tube.
And she's a nun. She's been in hospice.
She's got one eye, which will be important. Well, I don't know if she's got one eye. Did they take the eye out, or they're just covering the eye?
I think it's just covered. I don't remember them saying they took it.
Yeah. Okay, so here David is like, hey, do we need to talk about the other night? She's like, I mean, okay, look, I'm sorry, that was a lot of laid on you, and it's a good thing I'm glad you stopped us. And he's like, What are you talking? No, we had sex, girl. And she's like, No,
she's like, I left.
I don't know what you think happened, David, but by the way, hey, Kristen, can you stick out your tongue real quick?
Let me see if that thing is forked.
Yeah, no fork. I mean, David, like, come on, use your brain, dude. Come on.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. So Kristen's like, no, we did not have sex, sir. And she's like, are you okay? Yeah, we're fine. Okay. No, I would not have dropped this as easily as Kristen. I'm like, David, it's not, you're just tired. I've been tired. I've never hallucinated having sex with a person. Yeah,
I mean, that is pretty, severe.
That's severe, yeah. But she lets it go. Fine, we're cool. Okay. Kurt and sister Andrea, she is really, her behavior this season, starting with this episode, I had an epiphany about her and David. I was like, we got like our trio where they each kind of represent some different aspect of faith or lack thereof.
Yes.
Like Ben is 100% skeptic. Do not believe. You would have to, like, God would have to come down and shout in my face for me to believe. Kristen is, like, clearly somebody who wants to believe that she's above it, but when she's faced with, she prays, and so she doesn't want to believe. I think she doesn't want to, but I think she's scared to fully invest because she understands what the cost of that could be. Yes. And then David, of course, who's very serious about his faith. David also, though, I think on this other side of it, we saw it kind of with him in that the guy who had been a priest and he left and he started his own congregation. He's from that perspective of it, he's more of almost like a liberation theology kind of guy. Yeah. He's more interested, even though he does all this work, it comes up time and time again. He's very interested in the day-to-day where the rubber meets the road. Yes. And how all the Christian principles that the church preaches, how does that actually help people, make people's lives better? How do we actually show that love? But that's like it for. So that's not it for him, but he's very focused on that. The Beatitudes, the blessed are the poor, that part of the gospel, right? Yes. And I was like, Sister Andrea. It's almost like you want to say, it's almost kind of like a stereotype with the harsh nun, but it's not. She's not that kind of nun. She's not the ruler over the hand nun. But she feel like, I'm like, well, if you were saying like Jesus, David is more like a New Testament kind of guy, and she's more like an Old Testament, but she's not really. She's just like this other side of, she's not the Beatitudes. She's not really like let's go feed let's go make the loaves and the fish, and let's like do the Beatitudes, and let's love everybody. But she's also like we're gonna cast your ass into the pit of eternal darkness. Yeah. She's more on that end of it. Yes. And she's laying into Kurt here with this, basically like telling him like you can play games with your faith and your doubt and all this stuff, but the time is going to come where you're going to be faced with this again, and then it will be too late. Yes. There will be no going back, and then you're just going to be with it forever. Yep. I'm like, dude, what? Yeah. Wow. It was harsh, man. This was like some sinners in the hands of an angry God stuff. This was like, yeah, she don't play no games. Yeah, like you in the beast with the horns and but she runs into Kristen on the way out of Kurt's office, and she calls out Kristen. This is what I'm talking about. She is David's into the like let's woo people in with showing our love and kindness, and she is like, no, scare the shit out of them. And she tells me, she said, Kristen, you were baptized and now you're turning away, and it's just like this disappointment, like you're going to join him in the bottomless pit with Satan and his angels. So anyway, Kurt did not. He was supposed to be going to Hawaii. He didn't go because his back went out. His back went out before they could get on the plane. I don't give a shit. I'm heading to Hawaii. Yeah, I'm getting on the plane, and you know what? My back goes out. It's usually in the sitting up position anyway. Yeah. We're good. We're good. Just somebody help me get up and down. How did he end up on his office floor if his back went out on their way to the airport? Yeah. I guess if they would have a layover, maybe he was worried about that. Who cares? It's Hawaii. Go to Hawaii. Yeah. Especially, apparently, he gets one vacation every 20 years. Go ahead and take it. Yeah, go. Aloha. Get laid. Come on. Kristen is... There's the issues with David. This stuff with David's not going to go away. And it's very weird now that Andy's back. And Kurt's like, well, so, like, normalize the whole thing. And have everybody over to a big old dinner. She's like, oh. Okay. All right. Yeah, sure. That's not happening. We're not doing that. But okay. Ben does come over a lot. Yeah. But that's Ben. That's nobody. So Lexus and Lila, now that Lila's in on this whole thing with Leland and Lexus, so they're playing the game together. Leland says, I'm sorry, Polly the pig tells them that he gives his mother medicine in her food just to see what'll happen. Have you ever done that? And he seriously says those words. Have you ever done that? And I'm like, no. Nobody does that. Nobody's done that. Crazy. But Andy storms in, everybody out, get some sunshine. So Andy, again, I want to say about this season, there's a lot of problems with, I have some issues with this season.
I do too.
There's a little bit, I think, I love the show in general, but I think this is a season where it's like, I'm seeing cracks here. There's like a few things where I'm like, I really, really, really wish they had done some things differently. But at the same time, I'm like, we got this Bumblebee Valley plot, which I love, and then we have the ongoing plot with the head.
Yes, the head.
So Andy's moving the beds and stuff around.
Feng shui.
And they're like, okay, well, he moves the bed, and there's the fucking head that
it's a bottle of liquid with a little head in it.
That's the head that they gave Sheryl. Mm-hmm. Okay. I have no memory of Cheryl putting it under the bed, do you?
I don't.
Which she had to have. But
at some point she had to have, but I don't think that was meant for us to see.
So this is the type of stuff. But why though? That's the type of thing that start getting frustrated with this season. I was like, why wouldn't we see that? Why wouldn't you show us that?
Yeah. I mean, I guess I don't know if it matters though.
I don't. We got some dangling loose ends.
Yes.
We'll get into it. But so he moves it and he sees this. It's just a jar with some liquid in it. He doesn't know it's a head yet.
Yeah, it's like the liquid is really cloudy.
And he's like, "What the fuck?" Yeah, obviously this is going down the toilet.
And it smells horrendous.
Yeah. So he jumps out of the toilet, and okay, this is when he realizes it's a head. He's like, what the fuck? He tries to flush it. I'm like, heads don't flush. It is the size of the bottom of the drain. It's not going in.
Yeah, it's like a little bit, it's like a tennis ball. You know what this head reminded me of?
It was like a grapefruit. It was a grapefruit size.
It was a grapefruit?
With like a baby face on it. But go ahead.
It reminded me of the Garbage Pail Kids.
Yes!
And at one point they had the faces on these balls.
Yes!
And it reminded me of a garbage pail ball.
Oh my god.
Garbage Pail Kid ball. That's exactly what it reminded me of.
That is what it is. So Andy's trying to flush this head.
Not going down easy.
Not going down easy. I mean, eventually he gets it down. He thinks he gets it down.
Yeah.
We'll find out. This little head is tenacious.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, we get to this experiment with Mac's mother. Leland's there again, but this time he's a little distracted.
His phone is like buzz, buzz, buzz.
The girls are blowing up his phone on this game.
All four of them are on the game now.
It's amazing.
And they all type in a question and they hit enter at the same time. So it's like all four of them are like shooting him questions at the same time, and he's like, fucking girls.
And my favorite part of this, because they're all either asking the questions and he's like on his phone's just going, he's like, my favorite part is they actually show the screen from the game.
Yep.
And it's all these little animals swarming around the pig. He's like,
Yeah, it is great.
So anyway, back to the experiment. Okay, in the meantime, while he's coping with all this, the nun dies, right? Big explosion. She doesn't lose any grams. She's 36 grams heavier. And when they examine her, they find out she has the same weird, rare... She did not have it before, but now she has her body has the same weird cancer that Ignatius had.
Yes.
So we're like, okay, so David's like, well, what if Ignatius had a demon and it left and then it went into the nun? I'm like, that's quite a leap, but okay.
Yeah, that is quite a leap.
Sure, David, why not?
Yeah. And they had, when they were talking about this, I think it might have been David who said it, but I almost want to say it was Ben who said it, that you can't use science to get to God. It's a fool's mission.
Yeah, I mean, that's to the extent that they're not all looking for the same thing.
Yeah. I just thought it was a really good quote.
I think that's a good quote. I think that I start seeing some things about Ben this season too, which I think will come, I believe it comes up in the next episode, and I think it starts in the next episode, and it goes throughout the rest of the season. Yeah, I think so.
And I think it actually goes into the 4th season pretty good, too.
I don't know if we're talking about the same thing, but
okay.
We'll find out.
We'll find out.
Yeah, Ignatius is going to another parish.
Yes.
And they're like, well, wondering why. Everybody's like wondering why. And Chris is like, because they're worried about what will happen if they stay.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, then, you know what? Become a priest in the religion that lets their priests have sex. Problem solved.
Which is every other religion in the world, right?
Which is literally every other religion.
I mean,
I don't know. Maybe there's probably other ones.
Mormons allow more than that.
Not
Let's not get into that. But
yeah. Leland's at home, still getting his phone blown up. Okay. Now, David's at home that night. The succubus comes to him. He knows it's not Kristen now. The man knows it's not Kristen. And she's giving him some line about this is, check your catechism. This doesn't say anywhere that's forbidden. And I'm like, okay. I realized I was raised Catholic. I was not a good Catholic. I was not particularly familiar with the catechism. But this is what I will say confidently, that they probably didn't put it in the catechism because they felt like saying having sex with demons is forbidden is something they didn't need to say.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean...
They probably like, oh, we don't need to. Everybody knows that. We don't need to put that in.
I don't think that's in any religion.
David, it's not in there because...
It doesn't happen.
Nobody thought that anybody would actually think it was okay.
Yeah, but I mean, this succubus demon, it's riding David.
That's right. And the nun is watching. The one-eyed nun is watching.
Yeah, he looks over the succubus shoulder and
the one-eyed nun
dead
is watching.
nun is standing
and
there.
He's still fucking like, dude.
I mean, I would think that would have made him go soft. It's a nun.
Mac's mom is watching me. I can't do it anymore. Good episode. Like I said, my two favorite things is this two of my favorite subplots of this Bumblebee Valley thing and the head. The head
is great. I love the shrinking head.
Yeah.
I love it.
Like I said, we'll get to some of these cracks and stuff start showing in this season, but we'll talk about when we get there. I like this episode. Fun episode in a lot of ways.
Yes, it was. It was a fun episode to start the new season.
Yeah. Yeah, because I know they do like to alternate between like kind of lighthearted episodes and then like big old downers, so we'll see.
Yeah, which makes Evil hard to watch more than one episode at a time sometimes.
Yeah,
but
sometimes you just gotta stop. There have definitely been episodes where I was like, I can't watch it.
Yeah, I mean, there was last season, I couldn't watch more than 2 episodes at a time. I had to stop and give my brain a break.
Yeah. Okay, but so that's it for episode 1.
Yes.
I feel like I have a lot to say about the episodes this season, but not really this one in particular, except I did want to touch on seeing that contrast between Sister Andrea and David, which I touched on.
Yes.
How about you?
I like it. Like, I'm like you with this one. There's not a lot to say about it. The contrast between David and Sister Andrea they have a bigger contrast later in the season, which I think I shall have a lot to say then because I just don't think it's right. But yeah, I mean the fact that David thought he had sex with Kristen and it wasn't Kristen was kind of shocking, and I was a little disappointed. I mean, it's a good episode. I liked it. I like the science that they think that when you die, you lose your... I prefer to think it's your soul drifts out of your body. I know they say consciousness and some say soul, whatever you believe is what you believe. But I thought that was a good experiment. I wonder if anybody has done those kind of experiments in real life because it's kind of cool to think you can lose something when you die. But yeah, I mean, other than that, I really don't have a lot to say. I really do like the shrinking heads plot, though. That, I mean, I hadn't thought about the Garbage Pail Kids in years, and I saw that, and I was like, oh my God, that's what that is. It's a Garbage Pail Kid head.
So, question. Let's put a pin in that head.
Okay.
Because that was, he gave that to Sheryl as, like, she's the new head of that line.
Head of that line, yeah.
Well, the head's gone now. It's been flushed down the toilet. So what does that mean about Sheryl?
I do not know.
Does she lose her power?
I don't know, but you know what I am going to do tonight?
Huh?
I'm going to look up the Garbage Pail Kids heads and see if I can find that one in particular.
I'll die if I find out that they actually used a Garbage Pail Kid for that effect. That would be amazing.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to look and see if I can find one that looks like that one, because that's great.
That is a good one. Okay, so that's it for Season 3, Episode 1. Join us next week when we'll be talking about Season 3, Episode 2. In the meantime, you can check out our other podcasts. We have Deconstructing the Dark Passenger, the podcast about all things Dexter. We're currently discussing Season 4. And we also have Outside Food and Drink, which is our movie podcast. We're finishing up June with Vacations from Hell. And next month, join us for Shark Month. Whoop, whoop. And You can also go back through our archives. We got almost a year of 3 to 5 movies a month. So a lot of movies that you can listen to, or a lot of episodes to listen to. Follow us on our socials, and you can drop us a line if you have some insight into what the catechism says about fucking demons. Cool, man.
Or if you want to talk to us about demons, or talk to us about the religion,
I'm always up for a debate with some Catholics, man.
Yeah, I mean, she's really good at that. So she'll debate
not like
you.
Antagonistic either. No.
She's not. She'll listen to you. She'll listen to your views and what you think and why you think it, and then she'll tell you what she thinks.
I have a lot of intellectual curiosity about it, so it's legit. It's not antagonistic at all.
Yeah, she's not trying to be a bitch.
No, I truly am interested.
Yes.
So anyway, until next week for episode 2.
Later.
Later.